Hey guys, hope you guys have a good day today. Today is Thursday, 30th of March 2025. It is 10:31 in the evening. Hello and welcome to the stream. So yeah, welcome again guys. Today we'll be doing tonight we'll be doing Snowbreak Containment Zone event story, which is the name of the story is Blossoms in Ruins. So we're gonna see a lot of flower being destroyed. Possibly, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. And I'll try to actually gain a lot of digicash to pull for Enya. Probably not her weapon though, because I don't know. Usually after like double banner that was released last patch, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Wait a second. Shoot. Okay. Turn on. There you go. Sorry about that. I turned off my Windows Defender because some problem happened with Zender Zone 0 when I want to update it. So yeah, it's kinda suck in its own way, but it's fine. Right, whatever. I hope you guys are doing well again today. I've always repeated it, but honestly, I just really want you guys to feel a bit good because I feel a bit down because I think it's I don't know, possibly my temperature doesn't look so good and I feel a bit dizzy. But still, I'm going to to do the stream because I cannot wait to do the story anymore, the event story. And yeah, the story actually voice it has Japanese voice release on Japanese dubbing on release, which is very surprising, which congrats on Amazing Season Games to manage to put out the Japanese dubbing in the same day as the patch release, so I don't have to wait. And yeah, right. I mean, it's already been a week release for the patch, so yeah. Right. Let's go to the stream. Let's go to the game event. Let me just turn. Yeah, there you go. Right. Welcome to Snowbreak Containment Zone, and let me just unmute the game. Unmute the game. There you go. I recently I start watching ReZero Season 3 after a while, after waiting long enough, but still I'm stopped at episode 13 because it feels like, okay, this is the good place to stop, because spoiler alert if anyone watching ReZero Season 3, you can skip this part. Basically, I stop at episode 13 because I feel it's appropriate when you have when they already beat Regulus Cornelius. And yeah, and I don't think it have any more cliffhanger, and I'm going to wait. I know that episode 14 already out, I think yesterday, but I'm still going to wait until, I don't know, probably until it's finished, and then I can watch it in one go. So yeah, I spent a day for me to what do you call it, to follow up the series. And there's one episode with Priscilla, the character with the orange hair. Man, after watching her, watching her strip and half naked body, I don't know, some things awaken inside me. Feels like that's why I like anime girls, fictional anime girls. It feels like because they are the perfection. I mean, it is because they were created to be looked by by viewers or something, but whatever, that's besides the point. And from what I can what my point is, that's why I won't stop playing this gacha game that a bit more degenerate than others. So yeah, you know what? I really want to play Zenless Zone Zero, but the thing is, Zenless Zone Zero, the moment Zenless Zone Zero remove their tedious progression system and adding like 100% winner, I will just totally getting into it again. That's it. That's the only thing that's the only thing I wish to, for Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, right. Enough yapping. I don't want to yap anymore. So yeah, let's start with the story. I need to watch the prelude because I kinda skip it. There you go. Wait, there's no voice now? You kidding? Can I start? The woman before me sat hunched over, her body almost curling in on itself. Her voice was muffled, almost indistinct. She was dressed in standard military uniform, her face hidden entirely behind her helmet. Yet even with the armor and visor, the anxiety radiating off her was palpable. Yes, go ahead. I nodded, reaching out to press the button on the recorder. A sharp beep followed. The sound made her flinch. She got me nervous. She shot me a nervous glance, then quickly lowered her head again. The truth is, the room already had built-in recording devices. Turning on a portable recorder was entirely redundant. And yet, even today, humans instinctively take what visibly present more seriously. Using a bulky recorder and jotting notes on paper, instead of relying on unseen surveillance system and holographic screen, these were nostalgic quirks. They were techniques I refined during my time in security. My name is Hannah Adams. I'm with the 5th Unit of Home Military District, currently stationed near Horse. Hannah, can you be like playable once you open your, flak jacket and helmet? 3 days ago, it was 22nd, early in the morning, around 7 in the morning. 7 AM, I was with my unit when we entered that area, Zone 16. I mean, there were 12 of us in total, including me. She paused to take a deep breath. You're probably aware that Zone 16 was one of the first containment zones. All the civilians were evacuated 3 years ago, and it's been a ghost town ever since. About a week ago, we received a report saying that Titagen contamination levels in Zone 16 had dropped to a manageable range, so headquarters sent us in to assess whether reconstruction might be possible. We followed protocol, pulled up outside the containment wall, presented our IDs, and passed through the checkpoint. Once inside, we patrolled the outskirts for about 4 hours. The weather wasn't great, but everything appeared to be normal. I gave a slight nod. This part of her account matched the checkpoint logs. After that, we proceed along the main road towards the downtown. Just as planned, that's when things started to feel off. She wrapped her arms around herself, as if trying to suppress a shiver. It was close to noon, but a thick fog suddenly rolled in. Even with all 3 patrols' vehicle fog lights on, we could barely see the road ahead. We had no choice but to slow down. We kept driving for about an hour, but it felt like the road stretched on endlessly through the fog. By then, some of the others contacted the captain over the comms for instructions. Eventually, the captain ordered us to turn back. We started retracing our route. We moved much faster this time, but even after another hour, we were still stuck in that dense fog. You were lost? No, that's impossible. We never left the main road, and they were not turned off anyway, and the compass never wavered. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small military-issue compass. Setting it on the table, the needle held steady, pointing through to the south as usual. When that happened, didn't you try contacting the headquarters? The captain tried it right away, but we could not get through. The satellite map would not load either. As for why, I'll get to that shortly. With no other choice, we decided to get out of the vehicle and check the surroundings. We thought if we could find any landmarks nearby, we might figure out where we were. The captain and I got out, flashlight in hand, and started scanning the area ahead. That's when I saw it, something I'll never be able to forget. It was a massive pale form in the fog, sprawled across the road like some kind of eerie collapsed statue. My fingers tightened around my gun. There was no mistaking it. It was a Titan's body. I don't know whether to call it luck or misfortune. But we were only a few dozen meters away. If we had not stopped, we would have plowed right into it. The Titan lay completely still, and yet not a single one of us dared to make a sound. It was enormous, way bigger than any Titan I've ever seen beyond Containment Zone Aleph. We scrambled back to the vehicles, turned around in a frenzy, desperately trying to find another route, but in the thick fog, the three cars soon drifted apart. I could only remember the weight pressing down on me. Her voice faltered, and her broken account dissolved into quiet, shuddering sobs. By the end, when I finally woke up, I found myself on the outskirts of the city. The fog had lifted, but the car was empty. Everyone else was gone. I was the only one left. I glanced at the terminal in my hand. The military report stated she had been found roughly 1 kilometer from the containment zone checkpoint. And the rest of your unit? Any idea what happened to them? I don't know. Everything after seeing that Titan is complete blur. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. Yggdrasil will provide the best medical and psychological care until you are fully recovered. Thank you. Thank you so much. I shook my head slightly as I stood and walked out of the interrogation room. Blinking as my eyes adjusted to the brighter lights outside, I spot Enya in the hallway, waving at me with a warm smile. Sorry to keep you waiting. It took longer than I expected. It's okay, Jatan. You must be exhausted after being in there for too long. Now open wide. Here comes the airplane. A warm cookie found its way into my mouth. The familiar taste was unmistakable. It had to be Enya's handiwork. Yum. As I chewed, I recounted what I heard in the interrogation room. Enya listened intently, her expression shifting from confusion to a slight frown. What do you make of it? If there's really a large Titan in Zone 16, the single containment wall there wouldn't stand a chance. The first priority should be evacuating the nearby civilians. Just as I expected, her first concern was the safety of the people. Once the area is cleared, we can invoke our agreement with the military to have them and... Sorry. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Suddenly there's like something comes out from my teeth. Yeah. Right, never mind, whatever. Once the area is clear, we can invoke our agreement with the military to have them hand over control of Zone 16 to us. Heimdall can handle Titan. What's with the green? Did I say something wrong? Before I could respond, another cookie was slipped into my mouth. I could not help but chuckle as I pulled Enya into my arms, letting my chin rest on top of her head. You are absolutely right, but there's something you should know. On the 22nd, Yggdrasil had drones patrolling Zone 16. Wait, what? Although the drones didn't record her unit movement in Zone 16, the footage we do have show no Titan on or fog that day, and the Titagen contamination level were notably low. By all accounts, there should not have been any Titans there. So are you saying it was all just a hallucination? It's more complicated than that. Whether the Titans was real or not, one fact remains. She's the only one from that unit who made it out alive. There's something dangerous lurking in Zone 16. The military knows it's a serious threat, and that's why they are dumping it into us. Oh, okay. In any case, we have to check it out. Zone 16 is too close to Containment Zone Aleph. If this escalates, it could end up affecting both zones. We need to get there ASAP. My words trail off abruptly. What's wrong? Her hand softly brushed against my cheek. It's nothing. I just can't stop wondering, why was she the only one who survived? Something about the whole story didn't sit right. This feeling had been gnawing at me ever since I stepped into the interrogation room, but given the soldier mental state, pressing for answers would have been pointless. My hand instinctively moved to rub my temples, but before I could, Enya's fingers found their way there, her gentle touch working its soothing magic. The soft pressure of her fingertips melted away the fog clouding my mind. Whatever schemes are in play, whatever danger lies ahead, I'll protect you, Ejatan. And besides, I've grown strong enough to handle it. Her unwavering determination rang through her final words. Right, trap or not, we'll face it together. Cool. That's nice. That's a nice prelude though. It's a mystery. The mystery is there. I like it. What with this thing? Oh yeah, I need to take this one first. There you go. And yeah, that's cool. Shrouded in fog. The giraffe at the The Giraffe and the Art of Vending Machine Repair. What the hell is that title? Wait a second. Let me check my Discord channel. Is it on? Is my notification on? Hey, what happened? Well, you know what? Never mind. I guess that happens. La la la. Right. Oh, really? When I tap out, the music gone through? Okay. Now that's a bit, I don't know, annoying. Right, let's continue with the story then. Oh, look at how cool us, man. Look at how cool we are with this feat. It's 7 a.m. Partly cloudy. Visibility is clear. This is Aether Gazer from Heimdall. We have entered Zone 16 through the southern checkpoint, and I'm currently with Enya and Marian. We are on the periphery zones of Zone 16 now. Titan contamination is low, and there are no signs of Titan or change inside. Over and out. I scanned the surrounding briefly and confirmed there were no signs of abnormal activity. Then I switch off my terminal and save the log. When I look up, I notice Marian staring at me, her cheeks faintly flushed, as if she was lost in thought. Ah, finally. These balls, hello Kabuki, balls to you too, man, balls to you too. I hope you're doing well. Marian, something on your mind?
Oh
shoot, sorry. It's been a while since I've had to make such formal log entries. I don't really need this instrument anymore to detect Titans or Titagen. 2 days earlier, a 12-person military team had entered Containment Zone 16, the same area we are currently inspecting. By the end of it, 11 were missing, and only one survived, rescued by the company. From the survivors' account, we learned that a strange fog covered Zone 16, and there might have been a large Titan active in the area. However, recent drone footage showed no sign of fog or Titans. To uncover what happened to the military team, Enya, Marian and I choose to investigate Zone 16 ourselves. From the very start, there was an eerie aura surrounding the whole thing. It was clear this was going to be a tough and thankless job. Fortunately, we had enough prep time before heading into Zone 16. Over the couple days leading up to the mission, I would be running through all possible scenarios and setting up contingencies. Choosing the right operative for the mission was key part of that operation. Enya and Marian were both experienced fighters, able to adapt to surprise in the field. In a city shrouded in mystery, their quick thinking would be crucial. I glanced back at the armored vehicle behind me. Enya was inside. Just then, as if she sensed my gaze, the vehicle hatch suddenly slid open. Moments later, Enya nimbly jumped out of the car. Bruh. Her new exosuit, man. God damn! I still haven't pulled for her yet. I'm on like 60 pulls. I have like 40 pulls left to get her. I will get her, but I don't think I want to pull for her weapon now, because I'm going to save for anyone who comes next patch. Usually it's like that, because last patch it's like a double banner, and I pull for Chengxing and her weapon, but I didn't pull for Yao weapon because I don't know, I want to save for Enya, but the thing is still I don't have enough for Enya even. Sorry, okay, Enya already said that. As always, she greeted us with a radiant smile and that warm, soothing voice of her. The only difference today was the brand new exosuit she was wearing. Yeah, I know, right? The it's nice not feeling so constrict around the chest. Wonder. I wonder the chest, eh? Okay. It looks great on you. She took a few steps closer and winked at me. Just as I was about to start the mission briefing, her tender voice drifted teasingly into my ear again.
分析員、もしかして見とれちゃってます？
Yes, I cannot. She slipped behind me, leaning in close, the gentle contour of her body pressed against my back. Oh! I'm sorry. I'm a bit excited today. The soft pressure of her chest. Damn! A sensation that was hard to ignore.
任務の説明をするときくらいはちゃんと集中してくださいね。
It's kind of weird because I just listened to her voice like today because I marathon ReZero season 3 from episode 1 to 13, and yeah, there's Felix, and I listened to Felix. Felix also voiced by Ho-chan, and whose voiced Enya as well, was like, so yeah, earlier I was like, damn, Felix voice is cool and all, you know, it's kinda feminine, yeah, whatever, but then I listen to this voice again, it feels like, damn, it's so different, man. You better focus. Yeah, I will focus on myself, Enya. Thank you. I knew she was doing it on purpose. Fortunately, I was composed enough to withstand this level of temptation. Whoa! With practice I shifted my attention back to the map in my hands. As planned, we'll start by investigating the periphery of the city. The military team spent 4 hours here. I'll expect we'll wrap it up in 2. Though they didn't find anything unusual on the periphery, we cannot take any chances. It's best if we retrace their steps.
ちゃんと訓練を積んでいて、装備も万全で、それに封鎖エリアでの戦闘経験をたくさん持っている小隊なのに。
I mean, I think next time I should put on the survey that we need to actually listen back to the dialogue after we, play it, the dialogue. Sometimes I am afraid that I'm going to skip some of the dialogue, so yeah.
12人で生き残ったのはわずか1人だなんて。しかもその唯一の生存者もひどいトラウマを負って今もカウンセリングを受けていますとか。
確か街に濃霧が広がっていて、しかも大型タイタンの痕跡があったと言っていましたね。
Yeah, I forgot. Marian, back when Marian and Katya launched, yeah, that patch still haven't. Oh my God, why is English so difficult tonight? Back when those patch released, the story doesn't have any voice yet, so I'm surprised that they managed to animate her mouth to do the speaking stuff and all, to do the speaking animation. Yeah, she also reported a large zone. Okay, Marianne spoke as she scanned the area ahead, her gaze steady and calm. She'd been doing this since we got out of the vehicle.
現状を見る限りエリア16にはタイタンは存在しないようですが。
She has no reason to lie.
ええ、そうですね。
Enya. Enya circled around to stand in front of me, smiling warmly as she met my gaze.
だからこうして私たちが来ているわけですものね。
I give a slight nod and gaze into the distance. Let's go. For now, at least we don't need to be on edge. Yeah, we don't need to be on edge, Enya, if you know what I mean. Just like the military soldiers' account, the periphery of Zone 16 was eerily quiet. In this deserted city, only faint traces of Titagen residue remain. There were even birds occasionally flying by. The 2 minutes west station, this environment should have been much safer than Containment Zone, and of course, safer with me alongside them. At the moment, both Enya and Marianne were holding onto my arms, one on each side, eagerly discussing what to make for dinner. Ooh, dinner. Let me just put on the timer for my AC so that I didn't die from coldness or hypothermia.
前菜の冷菜を1品、それからローズラン式シチューにしましょう。
Lucien style soup to follow. Okay.
それならお姉さんはスイーツを担当しましょうか。この前のクッキー気に入ってくれていたようですし。
You two seem to be on the same page when it comes to food choices. Eh? I swear I wasn't thinking of Cherno's favorite strawberry fishball. Yeah, strawberry fishball. Oh god damn it.
だってどう選んでも今夜のメインディッシュは分析員以外ありませんよ。
Yo, we are winning so much, bro. We are winning so much. Let's go. Let's become forever delicious of the main. Sorry, I'm a bit excited when I play like Snowbreak because of this kind of dialogue, man. And now the story has voice, man. It's like the double damage to me towards me. Can't argue with that. Yes. 2 hours pass quickly as we investigate the outskirts, and we soon found ourselves back at the starting point.
分析員、こちらがルート上のタイタン物質濃度の分析結果です。
Enya handed me the terminal. The graph was steady and smooth, with no major fluctuation, no sign of any significant Titanian energy sources nearby. Everything looks perfectly normal, which in itself is strange. I raised an eyebrow, glancing at Enya and Marianne.
ええ、元封鎖エリアなのに外縁部からタイタン物質を全く検出できないなんておかしな話ですね。
まるで誰かが隠蔽したみたいですね。
Wait, what? Looks like we'll have to head into the main district after all. At that point, we were back in the armored vehicle. I took the wheel, Enya kept watch, jotting down the data of our surroundings as we went, while Marianne stood guard with her gun ready.
視界良好、タイタン物質の濃度も許容範囲内。タイタンが出現した様子は一切なし。
With that, she leaned over, casting a quick glance at me.
分析員の様子もいつも通りですね。
I reached out and gave Enya's cheek a playful pinch before turning my attention to Marianne, who was focused on the vehicle navigation screen. She seemed to be murmuring quietly to herself. She is jealous. Something wrong with the route?
いえ、なんでも
Oh,
ないで
okay.
す。
You're not talking about
ただ
us?
なん
Okay.
というか。
I reached out and took her hand. Her fingers were icy cold, and I could feel a slight dampness on her palm. Marianne's instincts were almost always spot on. And like her, I could not shake a growing sense of unease myself.
あの不思議な霧、本当に出るのでしょうか。
I shrugged non-committally. Given the current weather, there was no reason to expect normal fog to roll in anytime soon. But I considered another possibility. What if the fog doesn't form gradually, but instead materializes all at... Oh my god. English. Difficult tonight. Before I could finish, something caught my attention. A blur creeping across the armored vehicle windshield. Wait, what's the word for a white blur that blocks your vision? It's called a haze. A haze. Fog? That brief lapse in focus actually cleared my head. My fingers were already reaching for the vehicle fog lights, but it took me a moment to realize anything was off. What the hell? My mind recoiled instinctively, resisting what my nerves were showing me. It was that hesitation that made me realize something. It wasn't the slow build-up. The fog appeared in the blink of an eye, swallowing us all at once. I turned to Enya and Marianne, but neither of them seemed to notice anything wrong. They just looked at me with confused expression.
分析員、どうかしましたか？
Oh shit. Are we the only one who see the fog? I silently pointed ahead. It wasn't until then the both of them gasped in the shock. Oh, they didn't.
こんなのおかしい。ずっと窓の外を見ていたのに。
Damn. Suddenly. It's not your fault, but something's off. We need to stop immediately. Without hesitation, I slammed my foot on the brakes, slowing the vehicle down. Remember that yellow fog we saw near the 5th Research Institute? It appeared the same way, in specific spot without warning.
あのスモッグの正体は確かタイタン物質からなる特殊な情報体でしたね。
Fragmented Titagen. Can I see this? What? Okay, no. Yeah, the situation here feels eerily familiar to what we encountered near the 5th Research Institute. But I took a glance at my quarter system. Neither this precision instrument nor I detected any Titagen in the area.
つまりこれはタイタン物質とは別の情報体なんでしょうか？
It's one possibility I considered. I mean, the survivor description of the fog appearing out of the blue, couldn't find a way out, matches the pattern perfectly. I double-clicked the vehicle navigation screen to mark our location, then brought the vehicle to a complete stop. Let's get out and find shelter. Most of the building here had their doors wide open. Fortunately, the walls kept at least most of the fog outside. We grabbed our weapons and brought the portable comm station we prepped earlier. Then we made our way into the deserted shopping mall without any trouble. How's the signal? I turned to look at Enya and Marianne, who were busy setting up the comm station, their expression grim.
かなり悪いようです。一応送信はしましたが、会社の返事が届くかどうかは。
通信基地局でも無理なら他の通信機はなおさら無理でしょうね。
Looks like we have managed to recreate the military team situation precisely. I closed my eyes and leaned my head back. Not necessarily a bad thing. Let's rest here for a bit and keep an eye on the outside. Who's there? The sudden noise jolted my eyes open. Enya and Marian instinctively gripped my arms tight. The same sound came again, but now faster, more urgent.
これは何かを蹴っている音でしょうか？
I nodded, listening closely. The sound seemed to be coming from the street just outside, about 15 meters away from us.
どうしてこんなところに人が？
Let's go check it out. Just like before, I took Enya's hands in my left and Marianne's in my right, and the three of us cautiously stepped into the fog. The clicking noise continued as we neared, like a sharp, grating drumbeat. Oddly enough, as we got closer, I noticed the fog beginning to thin. By the time we were only a few meters away, the fog had completely cleared, revealing the source of the noise. Who? Huh? Excuse me? A giraffe? The figure ahead had their back to us, focused entirely on what they were doing, spinning sideways to deliver a fierce kick. Straight at a poor, unsuspecting vending machine. What the hell? With another thud, the vending machine took the hit hard. Swaying violently, a can of soda tumbled from the shelf, clinking as it fell into the retrieval slot below. Only then did I notice the ground around the machine, neatly lined with colorful cans of soda, clearly the spoils of the earlier kicks. Under normal circumstances, I might have just shrugged it off and thought it was the work of some overactive kid with too much time on their hands. But in this desolate containment zone, where no civilian should be, the scene felt disturbingly out of place. I know, right? Not to mention, I wasn't sure if the figure in front of us was even human. The three of us stood in stunned silence, watching. It wasn't until the figure turned around, two cans of soda in hand, that our eyes finally met. Holy shit. No, I didn't think those were really their eyes. Nah. It's freaking giraffe. The figure spoke, but their voice didn't come from the head. Rather, it seems to come from somewhere around the neck. Yeah, someone just wearing the giraffe head.
そこに落ちてるの全部私のだから。欲しいなら自分で自販機から取ってね。
My carefully prepared would vanish in an instant, leaving me utterly speechless.
分析員、ここは。
Enya hesitated, casting a brief glance at me. She seemed to be debating whether to draw her gun, but I gave a subtle shake of my head. To our shock, the figure in front of her flipped backward at the sound of Enya's voice. The cans of soda slipped from their hands, rolling away into the fog, their clinking fading into the distance. This time it wasn't just me. Enya and Marian also stared in astonishment. Leaving aside the fact that none of us looked particularly non-human, the real question was, why was she so surprised to see humans? She seems like should be calmer if she met 3 ghosts. Where the heck?
ちょっと待って。その格好。
Yeah, who are you?
もしかしてユグドラシルの人？
Yes. Amidst the figure's fragmented words and strange behavior, one sentence finally made sense to me. My mind slowly began to regain its focus.
なるほど。そういうことね。道理で被り物を被ってるのに化け物が見えたわけだ。
As the figure spoke, they placed a hand on their neck, straightening their head above the shoulders. It wasn't until then that I could finally be sure it wasn't some half-human, half-beast creature, but a girl in a bizarre giraffe head mask. But the fact that she was here in a containment zone with military checkpoints raised more than a few red flags. Tell us your name, your identity, and why you are here.
私はただの有料市民だよ。
This isn't exactly the place for casual stroll, miss.
知ってるよ。でもエリア16って軍が管理してるんでしょ？だからユグドラシルがここでつべこべ言う権利はないと思うよ。たとえあなたが彼
You
女
knows a lot.
分析員さんでもね。
Too much fame certainly has its downsides. I had not even introduced myself and she already knew exactly who I was. Hello, what about the thing you just did? I mean, just kicking the can into the... What did you say? Into the vending machine? Yeah, law-abiding citizen. Through the eye holes. Where is the eye holes? I didn't see it. On her giraffe head mask, I could see her wide, sparkling brown eyes scanning me. I cannot argue with that, but it only applies to people who came here by legitimate means. My eyes fixed on her collar. The distinctive emblem on her trench coat stood out, and I recognized it instantly. Oh shit. Back on Yellow Island, I had met a girl named Auntie, whose coat also bore the exact same emblem, so I could be absolutely certain that... You are a student from Academia Acropolis, aren't you? As far as I know, your school doesn't have permission to enter Zone 16. Surely you don't want your dean to find out about your little unauthorized visit, do you? I like her voice. So I suggest we share some intel first. After all, collaborating with Yggdrasil definitely sounds a lot better than sneaking around, am I right?
分析員、ちょっと意地悪なんですね。
Yes, Enya. Please pamper me after this. Enya tilted her head slightly, whispering quickly into my ear. I discreetly scratched the palm of her hand in response. When I looked back at the giraffe girl, the aggressive confrontational energy she had earlier had already subsided.
その
Oh shit, suddenly the sparking on my screen. Oh, she's trying to be cute, didn't she? A sweet, syrupy voice suddenly came from the beneath her head mask.
きっと何かの誤解だって。
Of course.
私
Bro's down bad, yeah man. I've been like that for like the past 20 minutes whenever Enya and Marian came out to the screen. Have you seen that Enya Fit new exosuit, man? I'm down bad for her, man. It also doesn't have that I just watched ReZero and ReZero Season 3 and watched like Priscilla half naked scene. Man. I really did get lost and wandered in here by mistake. I didn't know anything about the fog of monster. I swear.
だからここはこの私の可愛さに免じて。
No, you cannot. Before she could finish, I darted forward and firmly gripped her right hand, which she had hidden behind her back. Just as I suspected, she was holding a small smoke grenade. Of course, had it been anything worse than smoke grenade, Marian would have likely shot through her arm, tiny arm, before I even had chance to act. Looks like you are still not fully aware of your place right now.
いたたたたた。わかったから。
Open your face mask right now.
私はリジ。
リジ。
金と人参大好き19歳。 162センチ48キロ、赤点取ったことないしタバコもお酒もやってないアクロポリス学院高等学部の生徒よ。
Okay, that's a flash course of yourself then. After firing off her introduction, Lizzie dramatically bent over to catch her breath, the giraffe head mask wobbling in front of my eyes with her movement. Save it, you know what I want to know. Why are you here?
それは卒検の話が
Nah,
絡んでくる
I
か
don't
ら
buy it.
一から説明するとめんどくさいんだよね。とにかく私は半月前からここに入ったんだ。
Then why are you just kicking the can onto the vending machine then? Half a month? That much longer than I expected? 2 days ago, a military team passed through here on their way into the city center. Didn't you see them?
いや、見なかったよ。というか、こんなところで人を見るなんて珍しいからね。
Did she mean it was hard to see through the thick fog? As if sensing my confusion, Lizzie raised a finger, shaking it playfully.
やっぱりこの場所の一番の問題を説明しなきゃね。知ってる？キリンの頸椎は他の哺乳類と一緒で7個なんだけど、なんと成人のキリンの首は 2.4 メートルもあるんだ。
After throwing that random fun fact about the giraffe out here, Lizzie paused, staring at me with her arms akimbo. Okay, what's your point?
この言葉自体がミームなんだよ。
What? A meme?
ミームですか？
知識、新聞、キャッチコピー、噂、伝播が可能な情報は本当かどうかに関わらずみんなミームだ。
Eh? Is that a meme?
例えばさっき私が言ったこと。
What do you mean?
本
What?
当かどうかも
You
わ
mean
から
the
ないのに
meme meaning?
もう内容を覚えたでしょ？
Even if you're unsure whether it's true, the information it carries has already been planted in your mind.
これからしばらくの間、キリンって聞けばさっき私の言ったことを思い出すはず。ミームにはそういう力があるんだ。
That a meme? That's not a meme, that's just knowledge. I mean, that's like random fun fact, that's a knowledge. Meme is the funny pictures online that Enya said
あれ
earlier.
ばあるほど力強いミームになってあっという間に
That's just
伝播
news.
し思いもよらないことを引き
So
起こ
does
す
the
こと
fog
だっ
work
て
the
で
same
きる
way?
んだよ。
Oh. Oh, you are cooking, Kabuki. I'm surprised that you're cooking about the situation right now.
ですが、それがエリア16と何の関係があるんですか？
Oh, you are into something. I didn't even correlate that in my mind.
簡単に言えばこの封鎖エリアの中には大きなミーム集合体が存在している。ひとまずは
So does the fog work the same way as long as you know it exists? It's a me. It's me, man. Yeah. It's you. No. Usually you don't cook. Usually you just go ahead and be degenerate like me. But it's different currently. Wait, what? You know? You cooking something or getting cooked? Yeah, that's 90% usually you then. There's a massive meme-tic collective in this containment zone. Let's call it a meme-tic zone
ミー
16.
ムエリア16と本当のエリア16が重なり合って影響し合ってるから変なことが起きちゃうんだ。
Also, like there's like 2 zones influencing and enhancing each other. So you're saying some things in this city don't actually exist as physical entities, but are meme-tic ones, just projection of information planted in our mind. Huh, okay. I see where you goes there, Kabuki.
そうそう分析員さん筋がいいね。
As soon as Lizzie started talking about something she knew well, her voice lightened noticeably, almost sounding cheerful. Yep, I'm right. Huh. There's something weird about you tonight, Kabuki. I wonder, how can you become so, so fast to cook some theory? Her voice lightened noticeably, almost sounding cheerful.
もしかしてこの霧は？
I nodded. Enya had clearly made the connection too. The strange fog in Zone 16 could only be seen by those within the zone, and therefore could not be captured by the patrolling drones. These match Lizzie's theory perfectly.
でもこんなことができる人なんて 本当に存在するのでしょうか。
犯人が誰なのか知らないけど、
I
こん
always
なこと
cook
を
with
する
theory.
理由な
Yeah,
らわか
okay.
るよ。ここに存在している何かを隠すために本来存在
Like
し
the
ない
not
も
a
の
theory.
を
Okay,
作り出
let's
した
not
ん
go
だ
there.
と思う。
Let's not go there, man. What shouldn't be here is brought here to hide what actually exists here.
私の説明をただ聞くより自分の目で見てもらった方が良さそうね。
Punseki-san. Without warning, she adjusted her head mask, lifting it from her shoulders. Just as I was wondering what the face under the strange giraffe head looked like, I was taken aback. There was another identical head mask beneath it.
何落胆してるの？早くつけてみて。
Huh. So she have like a spare giraffe mask then. With a mischievous grin, she shoved her head mask toward me, trying to force it into my head. Before I could react, Enya stepped in, snatching it away and shooting Lizzie a sharp look.
リジさん、むやみな行動は控えてください。
Oh, Enya is made for us. Lizzie seemed to take the hint, shrugging and stepping back. Enya turned to me and gave a small nod. She then gently placed the head mask on my head. After a moment of darkness, I felt my way to the observation holes in the head mask, the light slowly filtering in. But what unfolded before my eyes made me question if any of it was even real. The thick fog that had shrouded the city vanished in an instant. Once the veil was lifted, everything hidden within the fog became painfully clear. She's the only one who can do it. I mean, because of the mask, right? Just a few dozen meters away, swarm of change and smaller titans moved steadily, completely indifferent to our presence. Instead of wandering aimlessly, they were advancing in formation towards the city center. And in the distance, at the city center, several colossal Hela-class titan loom, their immense form gazing down on the buildings that seemed to shrink beneath them. Even back in the containment zone Aleph, such a sight was incredibly rare. Hela-class titans loom, their immense forms gazing down on building. No, I'm talking about putting the mask on Commander. No woman can do it except her. Oh, you mean Enya? Yeah. But what's relevant on that theory? Is that theory or something? I mean, there's also Marian. Marian will also do it, but probably because this patch is focused on Enya. Of course, it's Enya, the one who put it. Song of Change and smaller titans move steadily, completely indifferent to our presence. Several colossal Hela-class titans loom. Okay. At that moment, my dull sense snapped back into sharp clarity. The thick scent of Titagen rushed through me all at once, making me furrow my brow. Brow. Yet, despite the heavy Titagen contamination, my core system remained
エ
silent.
リア16に入った時から私はこういうタイタンをたくさん見たんだ。なのにミームに隠されて外の人に全くバレていないようだ。
Huh, okay. So these memes cover the presence of the Titans and change and, you know, the enemies. Lizzie's voice rang softly in my ears through the giraffe head
タイ
mask.
タンが中心エリアに集まっていってあっという間に消えるのを見たんだ。エネルギーが消えていくことすら感じ取れなく。ねえ分析員さん、これはどういうことだと思う？
Don't know. Let's put aside what a Titan gathering might mean for now. I signaled to Enya and Marian, and they immediately readied their weapons. We have more pressing matter to deal with. After I put on the head mask, I noticed something that Lizzie, who had been able to see through the fog all along, should have noticed long ago.
私はあなたたち覚醒者みたいな鋭い観察力は持ってないからね。まあ、あなたと一緒にいるからそんな力がなくても困らないけど。
With that, Lizzie deftly slipped behind me, shielding herself with my body. In the next moment, a roar erupted from the dense fog. Come on, man. What's happening? Are you kidding? Wait, am I disconnected? My stream okay, right? Yeah, my stream seems okay. Oh, come on. What happened here? Something's wrong. I know, right? Stream is fine. Yeah, stream is fine. What happened to the game, though? Please don't tell me it's maintenance. No, there are no maintenance. There shouldn't be any maintenance right now. Right. So I guess that this one already clear, right? Is it not? I did not get the I did not get the reward. What the fuck? Nah, man. Nah. Can we? Nah, I cannot. I think it's better for me to just skip. She introduced herself as Lizzie and claimed that Zone 16 harbored a vast mimetic collective, intricately linked to the anomalies occurring in the area. No. I think that was the last part, right? Where the enemies, the swarm of enemy coming. Oh god, what the hell just happened, man? God damn it! Oh shoot, what is this? Okay, once more. I just want to, I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So I need to just spam my spacebar button. Okay. Oh, it's so long though. The heck? Nah, I don't think I miss anything. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I miss anything. Never mind. At least I learned the new word today. Mimetic. I think I seen the word mimetic before. It's on some game. I'm not sure which one. Before we continue, I'm going to go on the... I'm sorry. That's like a wrong word I used totally. I'm gonna go to toilet and I have like the second business, not the first business, the second business, which will take like a few moments. So yeah, hang in there. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Wait a second. Let me set up my stuff first. Cool. Oh no, shoot. Right, where's my headphone? And turn off the stuff. There you go. Right. Alright, let's continue. I hope we can use Enya as a trial unit. Yep, we have trial unit. Is she using like... What is she using? Sniper? Weird. Why sniper though? Right, let's do it. It's not. Oh, it's shotgun. Okay. So I never trial her. Oh shoot. Oh yes, baby. Woohoo. Holy crap. I swear to God, I'm playing the game right now. This is what they want you to do. Oh, sorry, Marian. Ah, her weapon is a bit way too big, so I cannot properly see. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's continue before we do anything else. Ah, I know this place. It's also, even though it's reused asset, right?
塵が邪魔で狙いにくい。
なのに敵には私たちが見えているようです。まあ戦いはハンデがあった方が燃えますけどね。
そろそろ時間ですね。
Holy shit! How is she so powerful, man? Bro, I need to pull for her weapon then. The fuck? I need to pull for her weapon.
あら、誰かの落とし物かしら。慌てんぼうさんね。
Oh man, I was like, nah, I'm not going to pull for her weapon now. If this is how her gameplay be, right? If this is her gameplay, I might just have pull for her then. Oh shoot, where does the shot come from? There you go.
こんなことは避けたかったんですが。
ここからはお任せください。終わりましたよ、カポ。
Where do I want to go? Oh yeah, down there? Okay.
二人とも銃口に気をつけて。
どうかしました？
どうもしないけど、私を敵と見誤らないよ
殲滅完了ですが、いつもどなたが片付け
視点を変えてみましょう。
How is she so powerful, man?
すぐに終わりますので。
I need to know what's her... Not her ability, what do you call it? Her ulti.
罠はないはず。
お姉さんに任せて。
Is this her cape? Nah, it's just a floating cape. Okay.
ここでひとまずお休みしましょう。
Go to next area. Where was it? There you go. So her ulti only costs like 20 U energy.
さあ、勇気を出して。
So let's do this then. Let me go. Oh no, this is her ulti.
懺悔しててください。
Yo, what the hell was that? That's way too powerful, man. And 20 U energy? Only use like 20 energy?
誰が欲しいものかしら。
That's
慌てん
OP.
ぼうさんね。
Nah.
さあ勇気を出して風が来ますよ。別の解決策があればいいのですが。
How? How can she become a powerhouse unit,
もう
man?
終わったのですから一緒に帰りましょう。
Damn, she's powerful. Alright. Next stage. Well, let me just pick Katia because, you know, I need at least long range damage dealer. Ooh. Keep going. What's that mission objective, man? Keep going? What do you mean keep going? I'm going.
敵の様子何かおかしい。
分析員何か気づくことはありませんか？あの光の塊を調べるんですか？わかりました。マリアちゃんこっちから行きましょう。
Oh, we will do the same thing. Okay. No wonder people really want to pull for her. Wait, let me do the long range stuff.
お姉さんに任せて。ここでひとまずお休みしましょう。
Oh shoot!
邪魔させませんから。 ガチャ。
Oh, what's this place, man? Is it a mimetic version of the place? So this is what we can see behind the fog. Okay, that's how you do it then. There's like combo there. The light vortex. Where's the next place? Okay, that's all.
もう終わったのですから一緒に帰りましょう。
There you go. That's where you wanna go, huh? Next page. Next stage even, not page. Edge of the world, a world with just the two of us. Let's go.
分析員、敵が増え続けています。
After several rounds of gunfire, Enya sensed the anomaly. Enya and Marian weren't wearing the giraffe head mask, so they could not see what was happening. They could only fire based on my direction. But I saw it clearly, just a moment ago. After one of the chains had been shot and nearly torn apart by the impact, it was still wriggling on the ground. In the span of few breaths, its body began to heal. Flesh and bone reformed. Broken limbs regenerate, and it soon rose to its fate again. And this wasn't an isolated incident. Each of these enemies was like that. It's not that more are coming. They just keep reviving.
復活。
もしかしてこれらの敵もミームの影響で見た幻覚なのでしょうか。
Might be, might so. We don't know that yet. Faced with enemies that refuse to stay dead, Enya and Marianne move closer to me, waiting for my next order. No, I can still see them even while wearing lazy giraffe masks. They cannot be illusions. Wait, that's... As I spoke, I pulled the trigger, taking down the nearest one. In other words, it must be something else that being affected by the memes. If there was anything special about these enemies compared to those outside Zone 16, it was the strange multicolored glow on their heads. Enya changed at 12 o'clock, about 5 feet 6 inch. Aim for the head. As I gave the order, Enya raised her gun. 2 shotgun blasts rang out, piercing the target head before it fell flat on its back. As it fell, I clearly saw a beam of colorful light come from the distance, entering the changed body. In the blink of an eye, its head quickly healed, and the eerie glow returned. Alright, let's push through toward 1 o'clock. While Enya and Marianne cleared the way ahead, I pulled off my giraffe head mask and turned to hand it to Lizzie, who was leaning casually against cover, sipping her soda. My lips twitched with amusement at the sight, squeezing her arm and soda can into her giraffe head mask. Raising the soda can from within it.
それを外したらまた霧でよく見えなくなるよ。
True, but it's hard to move around with this thing on. I spoke as I walked closer to Lizzie, swiftly grabbing the back of her collar. So for now, you'll have to be our eyes.
ねえ、あなたたちと違って私は撃たれたら。
She's goofy, I like her. I didn't mean to scare her, but if I let her keep blathering on, the enemy would close in on us. Without giving her a chance to react, I yanked her from behind cover while shielding her with my body, pulling us both toward the path ahead. Aside from their ability to revive, these changes were not anything special. With our combined firepower, we quickly tore a hole through their encirclement. Lizzie, panting behind me, struggled to keep up, but thankfully she kept calling out direction, helping us navigate through the fog. Before long, we reached the source of the light. There, before us, was a strange, glowing, swirling vortex of light hovering within the fog.
これの影響なのでしょうか。
I think so. It's the same colors we saw on those enemy heads. As we approached, we could finally see it more clearly. The swirling light vortex had dozens of faint beams extending from it, each one connected to one of the chains we had just fought.
敵にエネルギーを供給しているようですね。
Marianne murmured, glancing at me, silently asking if we should fire at it. Hold off on firing for now. This light vortex doesn't seem to have a physical form. But if it's some kind of energy form, then I can probably...
分析員。
Before I could act, Enya and Marianne suddenly grabbed my hands from either side at the same time.
分析員。もしかしてタイタン物質みたいにこの光の塊を吸
It's
収し
okay,
ようと
it's
してい
okay,
るんです
Enya.
か？
It's okay, Enya. It's because you are beside me.
でも、
That's the
もし
idea.
これが敵の罠だったら、このまま吸収してしまったら
No,
大
no,
変な
no.
こと
It's
になり
fine,
ます。
Enya, because you are here.
同感です。どうしてもそうしないといけないのなら、私にさせてください。
You girls. I sighed and scratched my head. Then I glanced over at Lizzie, who was still catching her breath.
まあ、あれはただのミーム集合体なんだからそんなことは。
But before she could finish, the friendly stares from Enya and Marianne made her immediately swallow the rest of her word.
いや、やっぱりお二人の言う通りだと思うよ。
Somewhat expectedly, I could not rely on her help convincing them. I cleared my throat and turned my attention back to Enya and Marianne. I know you worried about me, but I've done this kind of thing many times before. If anyone should do this, it has to be me. And I'm not going to absorb it all at once. Rather than eliminating it completely, I'm actually curious to find out if I can get some intel about Zone 16 from it, like I do with Titagen. After giving them my reason, I turned to Enya and Marianne, gently taking their hands so they could hold onto my arms. Let me try first. If anything goes wrong, you can pull me away. With that reassurance, their worry seems to ease. They grip my arms and step back, allowing me to face the light vortex. I stretch my hand toward it, my heart racing slightly, concentrating like I would when absorbing Titagen. Almost immediately, a trickle of energy flowed toward me, like a fish darting through water, slipping into my body through my fingertips. This energy felt distinctly different from Titagen. There was no sensation of stifling heaviness. In fact, I could barely feel its presence at all. Even so, I immediately cut off my connection to the light vortex and then began breaking down the small amounts of energy that had entered my body. What will we see? Okay, that's creepy as fuck. In that instant, as the energy converted into information, I thought I heard a faint, distant cry. If my senses weren't so keen, I probably would not have been able to make out the cry at all. Help? Someone was calling for help? I concentrated, trying to glean more from that voice, but no matter how hard I tried, I could not make out anything more. Half a minute later, I opened my eyes and let out a slow breath.
分析員どうでしたか？何か不審なところは？
Anya's gaze was full of concern, and I gently patted her hand to reassure her. Everything's fine. I could reach the information contained in the energy. It's like someone is crying out for help.
助けを呼んでいる？
It's just a fragment of the message. I'm not entirely sure, but it does sound like a cry for help. One thing I can be sure is that this light vortex isn't made of Titagen. The energy it contains is much weaker.
もちろんさ、ただのミームだからね。
After watching me absorb the energy from the light vortex, Lizzie seemed more intrigued by what's going on. But according to your theory, the memes should carry a lot more information, yet I didn't get anything useful from the light vortex.
それは。
Lizzie tilted her head and circled around me, as if studying me, but failed to notice anything unusual. Having gotten used to her pattern of being reliable one minute and scatterbrained the next, I simply shrugged. Just as I was about to continue investigating the light vortex, Marianne suddenly raised her gun and aimed behind us.
分析員さん、敵が追ってきました。
She was right. Even with the thick fog obstructing my view, I could hear the sound of chaotic footsteps drawing nearer. Are you fighting again?
あちゃー、さっきより多いみたいだね。
Let's go!
分析員光の塊の安全性がわからない以上、今は
Right, it's not necessary to engage the enemy right now. Oh, it's creepy. Just as I was considering retreating, I heard the cry for help again. A thought crossed my mind. If we retreat now, I might miss the chance to get important intel. Hold on, I want to try absorbing more energy from the light vortex.
ですが、
円谷さん、ここは分析員さんの判断を信じましょう。
Marianne nodded at me, and I turned to look at Enya, giving her hand a gentle squeeze to reassure her. Marianne, please buy me some time. As soon as I spoke, Marianne raised her gun, ready to defend against any enemies that might emerge from the fog. Enya, I need you to keep an eye out. Enya, I need you to keep an eye out for any that slip through Marianne's defense. And I grabbed her hand tightly again. If anything goes wrong, pull me away as fast as you can.
わかりました。分析員のことちゃんと守ります。
Yeah, I want Enya to pamper me after this.
私は。
Now you just stay back. You stay safe and don't get hit by any stray bullets. There were enough spots to take cover, and for this eccentric character who had already managed to survive in Zone 16 for over half a month, staying safe should not be a problem. Ignoring Lizzie's loud yelps as she frantically searched for cover, I turned my attention back to the light and reached out. As my mind focused, the energy flowed into me, no longer trickle but a rushing surge flooding my consciousness. Good, it felt like just before, no change in the energy itself. Even so, I still created mental barrier within my consciousness, isolating myself from the overwhelming torrent of the information. In the physical world, I was rapidly breaking down the relentless energy, watching as the light vortex shrank, disappearing completely in less than half a minute. At the same time, the roars of monsters in the fog suddenly stopped. It seemed that without the light vortex channeling energy into surroundings, the creature had finally fallen. I let out sighs of relief and turned to look at Enya, who was still holding onto my arm. Enya, we need to...
分析員
Enya's eyes widened in panic as she stared at me. I suddenly realized that the words I had just spewed were nothing more than jumbled nonsense. In that moment, a familiar scene unfolded before my eyes: burning cities, weeping civilians, and towering titans. Just like during the first descent in the containment zone I left, I could feel that this was a descent that had struck Zone 16. It turned out the energy I had absorbed was what you could call a Philosian horse, seemingly harmless on the outside but carrying a startling amount of information within, even more overwhelming than the data stored within a Titagen tree. The screams and cries of thousands of civilians flooded in my mind in an instant. Despair and fear hit me so forcefully that I instinctively gasped for air. Thankfully, my earlier precaution kept my mind from being completely consumed by the onslaught of emotion. With the fragments of clarity I still had, I fought to regain control over my body.
分析、目を覚ましてください。このままじゃ、早く分析員を安全な場所に連れて行かないと。
Okay. As I heard Enya's voice calling my name, a surreal feeling washed over me. Her voice, along with her face, seemed to flash before me, like image imprinted on film, quickly rolling alongside everything that had happened today. The only way out, I realized, was to hit the pause button on my consciousness. The world around me gradually lost its color, and amidst a splitting headache, I closed my eyes. Where are we? Oh. When I opened them again, I found myself standing, unharmed. The dizziness and pain vanished in an instant, as though they had never existed. But the land beneath my feet was clearly not Zone 16. Instead, the familiar cityscape, I was surrounded by barren rock with a cloud of yellow sand in the distance, a sandstorm on its way. For some reason, I found myself standing in front of a log cabin, completely out of place in the middle of this desert. My right hand was raised, as if I had been preparing to knock lightly on the door. With a sign of hesitation, I knocked on the door, but no one answered. To my surprise, the door creaked open little at my touch. It wasn't locked, just slightly ajar. An odd premonition settled in my mind. Someone was waiting for me inside, and they were the one who brought me here. I wasn't the one hesitate to face in the face of danger, so I took a deep breath and pushed the door open. The inside of the cabin was a sharp contrast to the barren desert outside. It was clean, cozy even. On the coffee table in the living room were 2 steaming cups of tea, clearly freshly poured. I was right, someone was in this house. Was? As I stood there thinking, I suddenly heard footsteps descending from upstairs. I looked up and to my shock I saw... Enya? Still stunned, I barely had time to react before she threw herself in my arms, burying her face in my chest, the familiar scent of her hair filling my senses. Oh, are we going to finally getting pampered now? She whispered softly in my ear, her tone both gentle and playful. Home. Her words cleared the fog from my mind, and in that instant, I understood why I was here. My head felt heavy, as if filled with lead, and before I knew it, I fell backward. The warmth against my face cut through my skin and straight to my consciousness, jolting my sluggish mind awake. Instinctively, I reached up to my face, but instead, I grabbed a soft hand. Oh! What's this? Oh! What's this? It was a familiar voice. Enya?
Hi.
She turned her hand over to take mine and began gently stroking my hair with the other.
ここ最近ひどく疲れているみたいですね。
Huh.
家に着いたらすぐ寝ちゃいましたよ。
How long was I out? I lifted my head slightly, meeting her eyes, which had a mesmerizing amethyst gleam.
うん、 だいたい30分程度でしょうか。もう
I know, right?
オーブンを探してくれるために
Aw, it's so short. I thought we were gonna get that CG like for longer. Lap sleep, yeah. Finally, she pampered me. Goon. Yes. Just to get me an oven. Damn. Oven? Right. I did leave home to look for one. As her words sank in, a sudden series of thoughts and memories appeared in my mind, filling the blanks leading up to the current situation. When we first arrived, Enya and I worked together to build this small wooden cabin, piece by piece. Over the next 2 years, we scavenged everything we needed to make it to make it a home. The books on the table were a collection of poetry from Kuru poet of the last century, found among the belongings of a refugee who had not made it. Every night, Enya would read me a short poem before bed. Most of the furniture came from the ruined town about 25 kilometers away. We burned through all the jeep's fuel to bring it back. Wait, I need to watch something controversial, right? I'll be right back. Okay. On you, man, on you. As for the electrical appliances, we did manage to find a few, but the solar panels here could barely power the light. The rest of the appliances had been left gathering dust. On the clear nights, we will sit on the nearby hillside, gazing at the stars. Without the light or air pollution, the night sky here was always breathtakingly beautiful. Just 2 days ago, Enya had mentioned wanting to bake cookies, so I ventured back to the long deserted city, hoping to get lucky and find some kind of oven, but came back empty-handed. Without a doubt, everything in this cabin was a testament to the life Enya and I had built together. Each piece held a memory of the time we had spent here.
さあ、ひとまず起きて。お昼を用意してきますから。
Enya gently ruffled my hair, and I leaned into her embrace for a moment, nuzzling against her chest. Nuzzling against her chest. Oh! A peaceful, warm, and blissful routine. This was the life we had been dreaming of. I watched her walk into the kitchen, pick vegetables and fruits from the basket, wash them and cut them into small pieces. There was just one question. Enya. I closed my eyes, gently calling out her name. Enya, busy at the stove, turned and looked at me.
どうかしました？
Can you tell me what exactly is this place?
ここは私たちの家ですよ。
Her smile remained as sweet as it has always. Her smile remained as sweet as it had always been. I fell silent for a moment, then slowly shook my head. I mean, what is this place that our home exists in?
それは
A safe place, right? I gave the answer before she could respond. She froze for a moment, then slowly nodded in agreement. I knew it. There was no way she could have realized.
このままじゃ早く分析員を安全な場所に連れて行かないと。
Huh. All she wanted at that moment was to take me to a safe place. With such a simple wish, and under the influence of the mimetic energy I would absorb, she had inadvertently created the world out of thin air. A world where everything, even the memories we shared here, were fabricated. Damn! That's how powerful the mimetic power is? The mimetic energy? Oh god damn. Just a wish, safe place. And boom, you are here with a fabricated memories. Huh. So what happened to the other 11 soldiers? Military personnel even. It was literally a world just for the two of us. Everything here, down to the smallest detail, was fabricated by the information planted in my mind by the memes. The only thing that truly existed in the physical world was us. With that realization, leaving this place no longer seemed like a challenge, but I looked back at Enya, who was still gazing at me, waiting for my response. A twinge of hesitation tugged at me. I could distinguish between reality and illusion, so living here will not be difficult for me. But for Enya, it will mean asking her to deny all her memories, even her very existence here. No, that would be too cruel. That would be cruel to her. There has to be another way. Enya, would you like to go out and take a walk after lunch?
どこに？
Let's head northwest and see what's out there. In my memories of this world, Enya and I had nearly explored every part of this desert, but the northwest was the one direction we had never ventured. Maybe there we would find the edge of this world.
はい。あなたが行きたいというのなら、どこにでもついていきます。
Enya agreed without hesitation, but I saw a trace of doubt in her eyes, which wasn't unexpected. Subconsciously, she must have known that once we left, the peaceful life we'd built here would be over. Aww, poor Enya. But even so, I had to take her away from here. Not to erase the memories we made, but to create new ones, better ones. Oh, dong. I want to say oh damn. I actually said oh dong. What the hell? Hard score, tuck. There's still a lot of... Yeah, still a lot of... I guess I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I'm going to play until floating, I think. Until this floating stage. And then after that, we'll be continue the rest tomorrow. Hard score. Let me pick Jet Arc. And... Ichel. Where is she? Ichel, where are you? I want your passive healing. There you go. Oh shoot. Ah, this is the user set.
もう使えそうにないですね。動かす方法があるんですか？わかりました。じゃあ私も手伝いましょう。
What was it? An enemy? Yep, it's an enemy.
さあ勇気を出して。こんなことは避けたかったんですが。カチャカチャ。
Wait, where does it... Oh, here. I like man, I like her gameplay, man. Okay, now I really want to pull for her weapon then. Once I get her.
風が来ますよ。もがいてください。別の解決策があればいいのですが。
Damn, so cool.
ご安心を。私はもう二度と記憶に惑わされません。
Wait, what? Oh no. Yeah, there's like one.
恐れるほどではありません。
Are they like other... Okay, no. Oh yeah, there are. Where the heck? Cool. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to clear this faster because I have like 150 seconds left and or less. Yeah. Come on. I don't have any. Oh, why can I move? Okay, no wonder. Okay, there you go.
お姉さんに任せて。
今戦場は私の手のひら。戦車万戦。終わり。甘い。ここからです。恐れるほどではありません。
Nice.
定め。私を導いてくれるのはあなただ
Well,
けです。
what happened? Well. What happened? Next stage. Okay. Jet Arc and Ichel. You know what? I may just use Yao. Wait. Oh yeah, she did say this exosuit restrict her chest movement. I can see that. I can see that. Another wrench thrown to Hoyo if that is true. I send the link to your Discord server. Okay. Right. Discord server? You mean DM? Let me check. Caught overnight. Caught covering up. Oh. Okay. I know about Morikobo Shotaro have like to pull away from his job for some I don't know unknown reason, so not sure. But I don't really like, you know, to be honest, I don't really care about this type of stuff, you know. I just, you know, people tell me about it and I was like, yeah, cool.
ここでひとまずお休みします。本当に動きましたね。すごいです。荒野の奥地へ
But still, it's just, I mean, the drama, some of the drama can be made for
まず
good
は都合
entertainment.
の悪い敵たちのしつけですね。分析員との旅を邪魔されたら困りますから。もがいててください。別の解決策があればいいのですが。
You need to watch this one though, because then, okay. I'll watch it later. It's pretty important. Okay. I'll watch it later. Oh.
さあ、勇気を出して。
Feel the wrath of the something. This is like basically Storm from Marvel Rival. LT used to be.
そろそろ時間ですね。
Oh, there.
今、戦場は私の手のひらの上です。
Oh, come on, really? The hitbox is there. You idiot.
すぐに終わります。
I like how the bow and arrow, the arrow doesn't have like arrow drop. What do you mean? This ult? No, this is not ult. Oh yeah, the ult for Storm in Marvel Rival. Yeah.
お姉さんに任せて。
That's a skill for WoW, really? That's cool. I never play WoW to know that's an ult for some character. Wait, what? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, you went down there. Alright. I was like, can you not go inside here? And then I was like, it's too big. There you go. Yeah, this is also a skill. The tornado one.
さあ、勇気を出して。邪魔させませんから。別の解決策があればいいのですが。こんなことは避けたかったんですが。
Even her dodge. I like it, man. Yeah, he took shortcut. Okay, come. We are what do you say this thing again? Payload. Yeah, payload escort. Escort the payload. Spam dodge. Yeah, I want spam dodge, but the stamina will. Yeah, it took stamina. Wait, you cannot. You okay? It's end there. Right.
大丈夫です。これらの意識で動揺することはありません。
every time she comes out, she took my breath away. A red herring. Refocus on what matters. Wait. So how much do I need to do left? 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? Let me just do this last story and then the last 2 battle stage, and after that I'm going to wrap up the stream. Right. So we know that we are basically in a safe place which was created by Enya when we absorb enough of the mimetic energy, which when you know, it's a wish from Enya basically, and we suddenly hear our armored vehicle finally reached the edge of the desert. There was nothing particularly remarkable about this place, just endless yellow sand stretching as far as the eye could see. But Enya and I fell silent. We both knew this was the end of this world. I pressed the gas pedal to the floor, and the armored vehicle sped silently across the desert, closing in on the edge within a minute. I turned slightly, gently covering Enya's eyes with my hand, and closed my own as well.
あなた
Enya was surprised by my action, her voice soft but curious. Don't worry, it will be over soon.
別に怖いわけじゃないんですが、ただ
She grabbed my hand, her voice carrying an odd, almost unexplicable calm.
分析員って不確かなことをするときにいつも目を閉じちゃいますね。でも私はこうしなくてもきっと何か別の方法で
It's okay,
ここか
Enya.
ら出られると思います。
After we get out from this illusion, we will live our new best memory. What the freak? This mosquito. And you gonna pamper me a lot after this. What do you... Before I could ask more, the vehicle crossed the boundary and everything around us was suddenly engulfed in a bright light. When I opened my eyes again, we were no longer in the armored vehicle. We were back in here. The familiar sight of crumbling buildings, empty streets, and destroyed car reappeared before us. Evidently, we had returned to Zone 16. Why is the text red? I immediately turned to Enya. Now that we were back in the real world, her memories should have been restored.
さっきのは一体
That is just the illusion made by the mimetic energy. Made from the mimetic energy. As I expected, her eyes widened in disbelief as she looked around. Extending her hands and staring at them for a while, her expression mirrored mine when I recall my illusory memories back in the cabin. Hold her. Aww. It's okay. It's all over now. I held her tightly in my embrace, gently patting her back to soothe her. I could feel her trembling form slowly begin to calm down. We had a really long dream. Everything in that dream was fabricated by the memes in Zone 16. Although I suspected that Enya's desperate desire to protect me also played a part in creating the illusion, but I didn't voice this conjecture.
つまりあの荒野に行ったことも
Aww,
自分たちで小屋を建てたことも
she's
全て
blushing,
な
is
かっ
she?
たことですか。全てが私の想像でしたか。
But Enya, your fantasy did save me from danger. I lowered my head, gently cupping her face in my hand. If it weren't for you, the mimetic chaos in my mind might have destroyed my consciousness entirely. Enya remained silent, clenching her fist. Just as I began to worry, she suddenly raised her hand and began to vigorously rub her own face. It was a surprisingly adorable gesture, something Enya, always the mature one, rarely did. I could not help but smile at the sight of it.
しっかりして、私。分析員を無事に守らなきゃ。
Giving herself a little pep talk, she scanned our surroundings.
タイタン物質の濃度が高くなってきています。多分、エリア16の中心部に近づいてきているんでしょう。
With that, she leaned in and began feeling around my body. What are you looking for?
通信端末。私のはどこかでなくしてしまったようで。
I fished my terminal from my pocket and handed it to her. She swiftly tapped the screen a few times, then shook her head.
やっぱりダメみたいです。ここでも通信がつながりません。一刻も早く周辺に撤退して通信が干渉されない場所からマリアンちゃんたちと連絡を取らないと。今は自責なんてしている場合
Oh,
で。
she knew. As she spoke, traces of tears still lingered in her eyes, but it didn't diminish the resolve in her gaze one bit. Right, by holding back to spare Enya feelings, I had underestimated her. I had always known that Enya Murphy was never one to quit in the face of setbacks. But I also understood that didn't mean she didn't need someone to take care of her. She had just grown used to hiding her wounds from others, and even from herself. Looking at the delicate hand, she reached out to me. I immediately took it and pulled her into my arms with even more determination. Let's go, Enya.
分析員。
That being said, making our way to the periphery of the city wasn't going to be easy. The city was in ruins, and in the maze of steel and concrete, we could barely find our bearings. At this point, all we could do was to take it slow and focus on each step. With that in mind, Enya and I chose a relatively wide road and set off.
分析員、一つ気になることがあります。
Is it about the memes in Zone 16?
ええ、分析員も気づいていると思いますが、ここに入ってからずっとミームとやらにもてあそばれてきました。ですが、
That's true.
私たちは今となってもあのミームについて何も知らないと言いますか。
True, most of what we know about the meme comes from Lizzie, and she always gives off this unstable vibe. Speaking of her, I wonder where she is now.
あの子ならエリア16に詳しいようですし、はぐれた時もそれよりもミームの影響が心配です。このまま進んで軍の正体みたいに方向を見失ってしまったら、だからもっとミームについて知っておきたいと思いました。ミームの影響を打ち消す方法、さらには逆手にとって利用する方法を見つけられたら。
Okay, that's cool. Use the memes. Enya's plan seemed even bolder than I had anticipated.
と言っても今はミームについて調べる暇はなさそうですね。
Actually, we do, if we really want to. I stopped and pointed to my head. Some of the memetic energy I absorbed from the light vortex still lingers in my mind.
そんな分析員、どこか具合が悪いとか。
I'm fine. Most of the energy has already been consumed, and what left is too weak to affect me. And now I should be able to release it. Here was something I had been considering to do for a while. This could be the best shot we had to dig into memes, but it might also be very risky. After all, we didn't know the possible consequences. The question now is, what could we do with these memes? From the look on Enya's face, she seemed to already have an idea.
ただの推測ですが、ミームが情報体であることに間違いがなければ、分析員、意識に残っているミームを改変できないか試してみたらどうですか？
I was thinking the same. You want me to mark them, right? In modern biology, when researchers study wild animals, they often captured some, attach trackers on them, and then release them back into their habitat to observe their movement and behavior. What we were planning to do was quite similar. Enya wanted me to mark the memes and then release them. Since memes tend to spread on their own, we could track them and follow their path to find a way out of the city. It's a brilliant idea. What kind of information do you think we should mark on them?
それじゃあ、光はどうでしょう？
Hikari?
そしたらミームがはっきり見えるようになって追跡しやすいんじゃないかと思いますので。
Okay. Alright, let's do this. I shut my eyes and focused on the remaining memes in my mind. I imagined a bright light and whispered the word light several times before channeling the memes out of my consciousness. The mimetic energy flowed smoothly through my fingers, streaming outward once again. The remnants of the memes in my mind were faint, and it only took a few seconds for them to dissipate completely. I opened my eyes. To my surprise, nothing seems to have changed. Enya, do you sense anything unusual?
いえ、今のところは特に。
Channel the memes. I'm about to come. I don't know what I'm about to come is. Enya scanned the area, still expectant but failed to find any trace of change.
光を加えたから目立つようになったはずですが。
She looked like she was about to climb onto the nearest rooftop to get a better view. I gently held her shoulders to stop her, a helpless laugh escaping me. It's alright, it wasn't exactly a foolproof plan, so it's absolutely normal that it doesn't work. Let's just look for guideposts or something. It might take a bit of time though. Before I could finish, Enya suddenly tensed up. I followed her gaze. She was staring intently at the street in front of us, but I didn't see anything unusual. Then she raised an arm and pointed at the street light on the corner. It was daytime, yet at some point when we were not looking, that street light had turned on.
分析員、見てください。あの街灯の点滅する頻度は分析員と一緒に見たあの一番輝いた星と同じです。
Dang. Vivid memories surged back to me in an instant. In the desert, on the hillside near the cabin, I had pointed out a star to Enya, again and again on countless nights. Though I knew it was fabricated memory, in this moment I could still feel it, just as vividly as before. The star that once illuminated the night sky now lit the path ahead for us. We exchanged a meaningful glance, then ran toward the streetlight. After flickering for a while, the streetlight glow began to fade, just as another light far off in the distance flickered to life. One by one, the streetlight guided our way, leading us forward. As we followed them, the buildings ahead began to look familiar. In the distance, the containment wall of Zone 16 came into view. We should be able to get through Marian now.
ええ、やってみましょう。
I pull out my terminal and call Marian. The connection indicator spun rapidly. Enya and I both stared at the holographic screen waiting. About a minute later, the terminal suddenly emitted a sound. Connection. The comm signal was still weak, but at least we managed to get through. Marian, where are you? Are you okay? Are you hurt? You weren't affected by the memes? The situation had escalated so quickly earlier that I had assumed both Marian and Lizzie were affected, just like I was. Are you talking... Before I could finish, a frantic cry from Marian suddenly broke through the comm. The city center? She meant Enya and I were in the city center? We are not there. But we clearly on the periphery of the city. There wasn't even any fog here. He's unaffected? I don't know. Wait, fog? Oh yeah, just okay. My heart suddenly began to race. It wasn't that there was no fog here. It was that we had not seen any since we left the desert. Enya and I had been so caught up discussing the memes that we had not even realized we were already under their influence. We had completely forgotten about the fog, which meant we lost our bearing and misjudged where we were. Okay, so even after they get out from the illusion, desert illusion, they're still under the mimetic energy. Okay. Until now. Damn it, I should have seen this coming. We have already seen how strange the fog was when we first entered Zone 16. In that split second, I dropped my guard. Just as Enya suddenly tackled me to the ground, a moment later, a massive chunk of stone came crashing down on where I had been standing. And that was only the beginning. The building around us all began to shudder before collapsing, sending debris crashing down like a meteor shower. Over the radio, Marian's voice grew fainter, nearly drowned out by the howling wind. No, Marian, listen to me. Don't come anywhere near this place. I didn't have time to think about whether my words were getting through. I just screamed into the comms with all my might. You need to find the mastermind behind this. Use the process elimination. Use the process of elimination. Remember, process of elimination. The next moment, I stuffed the terminal back into my pocket and grabbed Enya's outstretched hand. While I was talking to Marianne, Enya had activated her exosuit and began shielding me from the relentless barrage of flying debris. He has meme resistant, the strongest man on earth. Ah, yeah. He's not going to be influenced by the memes, by the Skibidi Toilet, by the Amogus, by the what are the Gen Z memes nowadays. We ran frantically through the rubble, but as far as I could see, the entire city had plunged into an apocalyptic nightmare. There was no shelter, nowhere to hide. You Speedy, I don't know, man. That's the thing that I heard before, so totally don't know what is it. I only heard about it. No, I can feel it. That's the real energy in them. Looks like our enemy finally getting serious. Does the she tells me all the time? Oh, really? Okay, nice to know. The situation had already spiraled beyond my prediction. Oh, excuse me. But my mind was still racing, trying to piece something together. Over the comms, I didn't hear any sound of debris attack breaking out on Marian's side, meaning the attacks must be limited in range. If we keep heading in one direction, we should... Just then, I suddenly halted and grabbed Enya, who was a step behind me. Right in front of us, barely 3 meters away, yawned a bottomless chasm. Had we stopped a second later, we should have plunged straight in. But the falling debris gave us no time to stop. A massive boulder hurled toward Enya's back, and I had no choice but to turn us around and take the hit for her. Ow! Ugh! Probably not for the other people, but man, I hate it so much. Rah! Yeah, possibly, yeah. Meme stands to do that. The rock itself didn't cause much damage, but the energy within it surged into my body on impact, forcing me backwards, straight into the abyss. Third, I had felt Enya's hand tighten around my arm, but it didn't slow the fall. In the blink of an eye, we had tumbled into the bottom of the darkness together. Okay, alright. So who are we going to be now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? 7. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there and continue the story tomorrow. I think it doesn't. I think it's only have it's only have like 4 story stage left, and yeah, 4 battle stage. Okay, I guess tomorrow will took a longer time because I don't know. It still has a lot more explanation to do and stuff. We still don't know who's the enemy, unless if this is like the first part of the event, which is I doubt it because this is not part of the main story. This is like this is just an event story, so I doubt it has like second part. But basically, what I can guess, these last four story stages will take a while, you know, stuff and all. So yeah, exploration log, take all these. Let me see if I can buy the card now. Yes, I can. But only 2 of it.
新しい記憶が増えましたね。
Right. I have 2 of it. Can I pull? Buy? I at least need 2 more. How much do I need? Okay. That's fine. I mean, I still need to do this underground purge. Finishing this underground purge will give me 700 digicash, so just enough to make another 10 pull. Which I already on 70 pulls. Okay, I need like 30 more pulls, which I doubt I will get her in 30 pulls. I mean, in like another 10 pulls, because the last time I pulled for Chengxing, I just go hard PT. I got her on 100 pulls, so that's not good actually. Haha. Yeah. For the weapon, yeah, weapon can do later. I do really want to get the weapon though, because her kit is way too cool for me to not play her properly. to not get her what do you call it, weapon properly. So yeah, right. Let's go back to the intermission and mute the game. Right, thank you for coming. Oh my god, I actually still feel like a bit dizzy. Probably I don't know. I have like complication of, you know, some type of diarrhea, but it's not like proper diarrhea. It's like I don't know, probably something wrong. I just need to, I don't know, probably consult a doctor tomorrow or something. But whatever, that's beside the point. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be continuing this on, I think tomorrow will be the final part. And for Saturday, I'm still having like thought if I want to stream on Saturday or not, because once again, as I said before, I will be visiting my sick grandmother. I will be visiting my sick grandmother for a day, Saturday, and I will come back here at night, if like after iftar, after breakfasting. So I'm not sure if I manage to get home before 10 or 10:30 to make it to the stream. But if I do, I will just, you know, just make a stream without doing the schedule stuff, and yeah, do it. If not, I will not just stream, and I'll meet you guys on Monday then. Gonorrhea, nah, not gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is what people do when they didn't use protection. So yeah, right. I think that's all for today. The story for today, I think, yeah, I like the mystery. I like the mystery vibe of it. It feels like every time we play Snowbreak, right? Other than being like gooning material, besides that, the story itself, I kind of dig it, man. It feels like the same thing when I play Punishing Grey Raven. I don't really mind actually like voicing the story, narrating even half of the time, because it just pulling me in, man. It feel like a gravity, pulling me in like gravity. So yeah, and user needs protection from the Terminator itself. What do you mean? Why do I need protection? So yeah, anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. This has been a good stream. Yeah, thank you for coming, Kabuki. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. And for those who are watching the VOD, yeah, thank you for watching. If you like the stream, press the like button, and if you don't like it, press the dislike button. Whatever. It's still like engagement to me. So yeah, that's like something that I shouldn't say, but whatever. Right, this has been Catch Type. Hope you guys have a good day, have a good night. Stay safe, sleep well, and yeah, see you guys next time. Pleasure to be here, my man. Pleasure, me too, man. Me too. Pleasure that you actually you come here and watch my stream. And yeah, see you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you.